Alright, here we've left the little tiny canal and we are out in the big swamp water. And we are headed to the river. It's so much prettier now that all of the leaves have come out, don't you think?
Yeah. I think it is.
Wonder what we'll see today. Hopefully not a snake. We almost always see turtles. And I love on the moss on everything that stands still. It's so pretty. I was hoping we would see something before I turn this off. It's like a 3-minute paddle. Well, we're not paddling, we're motoring, but anyway, you get the idea. Onward we go.
Watching your snakes, baby.
And now we're at the end of our adventure, and we're coming up on the river and our boat. Cabin. Boat cabin. Cabin boat. Houseboat. Whatever it is. Our new creation. And there it is.
Oh, it's landlocked.
Are you sure?
Look how high it is up.
Oh, well, we'll fix it.
Told you.
We're here, we'll fix it.
I hope it's in the right spot. It is so on its legs.
So here we are on the deck of our houseboat, and the water is almost at 8 feet, and we are back down on the ground again, thankfully. So here's where we are on the build. We had we started on getting all of the decking put on, and we're putting, if you can see, we're putting down what's this stuff called? Liner? Black stuff.
Weed barrier.
Weed barrier, there you go. We're putting that down underneath the decking so that no mosquitoes come up, because this place is absolutely horrible with mosquitoes in the summer, as you can imagine. And we got it started, but then the water came up, so we started floating again. And the problem is we have, well, I would get down and show you, but the water's cold. We have floats underneath the whole deck to raise it up in the water, but we have little legs coming down so that when the water goes down, because in the summertime all of this will be completely dry, except for the river, which is right over there. So we have legs coming down all the way around so that when the water goes down, it rests on the legs and not on the floats. And we only got the outer ones done before the water came up again, and we need to put legs down the center. So we had to stop putting down the decking because we need to be able to access the center of the deck to put the legs down. So thankfully, finally, the water is back down, and so my husband is underneath the deck now putting up the new legs and getting those level, and then we can start finishing the deck. So once that's done, the decking should go up really quickly, and then once the decking is done, walls? Yes?
Yes.
Yay, walls! So that's where we are right now, and you can see everything's all green again now, and it's so pretty. And in the summer, everything you see here will be land, except for right there where the water's running really strong. That is a little that area stays pretty wet, doesn't it?
Yes, little channels.
So it keeps like a little bit of water going. And then those trees over there, those that's an island, so we're going to build a bridge that goes across. And then everything from where that stick is right there across, that's the river. So of course that'll keep water all the time. And then over here on this side, I got a text message. You can see that little island, that stays dry, and then between that and the tree, that's also a little channel that holds water all the time. And then on the other side, that's all dry. And over there where our original house was going to go, that's all dry. And so we'll have a little bridge that goes across here. And we thought that was going to be our house to begin with, but that sucker wobbles, and I didn't want a house that tall, and plus it was too small. So we're just going to keep that there as like a fun little lookout. And then we also got the idea, because so much of the time we're underwater. I'm so good. We just have these things, these boards over here just precariously set. We've already fallen through like, what, 3 times now? No, not me, because I'm smart. But right there you can see a scaffolding, and we're going to put another one right beside it and put a deck there so that in the winter and in the fall and the spring when the water's high, we'll have a little ramp that comes off. This part's going to be the outer deck that comes across and over there, and that's where we'll have our grill and maybe a picnic table and maybe a fire ring. Yeah. So that's the plan, and we'll keep you posted. Okay, so we finally... Where did I leave off? Did I leave off that we hit the ground already? Well, we've hit the ground already. And we got the center posts done in the deck. So now from here over is finished. And so now we're working from here this way. And you can see we're laying out the felt here to keep all of the creepy crawlies out. And then we'll start laying the decking. And for those of you who did not just read my Facebook post, my hiney is so wet because I was over there enjoying a nice, leisurely, relaxing day while my husband worked, and the strap broke, and into the water I went. And so now I am wet and cold, and back up here working like I ought to have been all along, I guess.